During Christmas time, peace is preached in the music we listen to and in the stories we tell, but is it practiced? My next guest wants to help you feel true peace. This Christmas season, she's sharing 5 ways we can practice peace, both as individuals and as families. Becky Squire joins me in studio. Great to see you again.
Hey, thank you. Good to be back.
Good to have you. Every good conversation seems to start with a solid definition. And as you look at the word peace, you want to make the distinction, I think this is very wise, that peace and relief are not the same thing.
Right. It's easy when we feel a sense of relief to confuse that with peace because we feel a burden off of our shoulders, right?
Yes.
But the difference is with peace, it's doing what you know is right, even if it's uncomfortable, even if it's hard. But I think relief, for the most part, is just feeling comfortable.
It seems relief is more temporary and peace might be further reaching, right? That peace might not come immediately. Like you said, if there's something that needs to be done or something that's, you know, heavy in terms of responsibility or something that's important to you, that peace might not come till later.
Right. Exactly.
How do you believe peace can maybe change our outlook, especially this busy holiday season?
Well, I think we live in a culture of busyness, of go, go, go. And so when we can intentionally look for ways to find peace that we'll talk about a little bit later, then that commercialism, that stress, that anxiety is not as prevalent, and we can focus more on peace.
You say one way we can do that is to adjust expectation.
Yes. I think that it's easy to, on social media or in other ways, to look and see what other people are doing.
Always.
And to compare ourselves, and it's just, it doesn't bring peace. So focus on what works for you and cut out the rest.
And you say focus on what your family really needs.
Yeah, I mean, it's Christmas, it's all about presents, and when we look at it, but focus on what your kids really need, and it's not going to be the commercialism, it's not going to be the fluff, it's not going to be the extra things that you see everybody else doing, but really think about what your family needs and cut out the rest.
There was a mantra shared on this show, I believe last year, but it stuck with me, and it was, I have what I need, and what I have is enough.
Yes,
it speaks to what you're saying, right? Those needs, really, that list is short.
Yeah,
so, you know, you get caught up in the commercials and the want list, and that's where things get a little out of control. And speaking out of control, as we look at our schedules, sometimes that can take over and bring the opposite of peace, bring a sense of calendar chaos. What's your approach to traditions? How can we keep those in line with this peaceful objective?
So I think that just because something is a tradition does not mean you have to do it. I have cut out a lot of traditions that I enjoyed as a little girl or that my husband and I thought were important. But when it comes down to it, you make your own traditions and you use what works best for your family and what brings peace.
Absolutely. I saw someone else on Instagram mentioning the other day that just because you skip a tradition one year doesn't mean it's not a tradition.
Yeah,
your life could change next year. You could open up and welcome in things year to year. You believe service and peace go hand in hand.
Yes, I very strongly believe that if you can look intentionally for one way to serve somebody every single day, don't make it this huge, overwhelming thing, but if you can find a way to serve someone every day, that will bring a lot of peace.
And that's almost, that is almost instant.
Yeah.
In that moment.
It definitely is.
It brings a calm and a sense of purpose, and both of those things, I think, point to the peace that we want. Finally, you say we can pray for it.
Yeah, I know it's simple, but sometimes we just don't think about that we can pray for peace. Pray about it with your family, by yourself, in your community, and look for ways that God is showing you and giving you peace.
As I was thinking about this topic, knowing you were coming today to talk about it, I found myself, I mean, our mind goes to that cliche beauty pageant answer, right? World peace. All I want is world peace. But truly, peace is the answer to a lot of our anxiety, and peace is the answer to a lot of our stress. So I loved the idea of focusing on this word and taking it on as an action and not just a conversation. Becky, thank you. Where can we hear more from you?
I'm on Instagram at Becky Squire, or my website is beckysquire.com.
Okay, thanks again. Happy holidays.
You too.